Hour number 2. Welcome back, Idaho Sports Talk, and our video audience brought to you by the Dollar Loan Center. We do this, and you can see that strapping young gentleman sitting between Prater and I. He is a senior firefighter with the Boise Fire Department and the brother of Boise State head football coach Spencer Danielson. He is Ethan Danielson in studio for the first time. Okay, Ethan, everybody's waiting and want to know what you sound like. Ethan, thanks for taking the time today. How are you today?
John, thanks for having me. Happy to be here. This is awesome.
I'm not sure this isn't Spencer Danielson. Everybody says you look like you kind of do. You're way better than when you open your mouth. I haven't collapsed. My knees haven't buckled in a long time. Dude, I swear to God, you're Spencer Danielson. Oh, yeah. When you talk, holy.
Do you get that all the time?
We do. Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
The same way, too. That's how he says it.
This is sweet, man. 208-424-9300. If you have any questions for Spencer Danielson's brother, Ethan, hit us up on our Cloverville Plumbing text line. And we got a ton to talk about, but I think I just started off pretty easy. What's it like, Ethan Danielson, being the younger brother, by about 2 years, to Boise State head football coach Spencer Danielson? What's it like?
Yeah, absolutely. It's an honor. It's amazing. Spence is a lot of the good things that I've done in life. If I've done anything good, a lot of it's just the environment, being around that dude my whole life. I mean, the dude's outstanding. We've been blessed to be close. All brothers are close. You know, we're pretty close to each other. We played high school football together. We played college football together. We coached me for a year. He came out here. I thought, like, oh, your brother from Idaho. I'm not worried about it. It lasted about a year. You couldn't be a part of make this. We got to figure this out. You know. So I came running out here. To answer your question, it's awesome. He's my best friend. We talk, every other day, not every day on the phone. He's my guy. So it's incredible. I'm incredible to have a dude you go through life with. Got to bounce everything off of him, and yeah, it's awesome, man.
So he's a couple years older than you. So Spencer Danielson, he was kind of your. I mean, you've been getting Spencer Danielson pep talks since you were in diapers.
Oh yeah, T-ball.
Yeah,
T-ball instructions. T-ball. Oh yeah.
You probably weren't playing up to his standards, and he made sure his little brother Ethan was going to learn how to swing that bat and hit that tee.
That's correct.
That's awesome, man. And that's just kind of so. I guess my next question would be just getting to Boise, being in touch with him every single day, and as a firefighter, like what do you guys do together here in Boise now that you're in here? A lot of family interactions still, I would imagine.
We do. Yeah, I mean, you guys know what time frame comes with being. And when he was the DC and the LV's coach and the head coach, like, there's a lot of time that goes into that. So I would love it. And me and my wife would love spending time with Spencer and the girls. Would love more. Would be awesome. But it's every chance we get. You know, if it's a double day where we can take the wives out, hang out, we catch a workout sometimes, we'll get in there. I try to get in on Saturdays, him and Coach Shilgard, sometimes do a workout with Spence, which is awesome.
Oh, you do?
Try to, when I can. Go to the house, go hang out with my nieces. Every chance we can, we jump at it.
That's awesome. That is so cool. Ethan Danielson, the brother of Spencer Danielson. I'm going to start flip-flop on that. Spencer Danielson, the brother of Ethan Danielson. That's the way it should be. We counted up today, and math on the radio was never good. 5 brothers there, 3 brothers there, 3 brothers here, 11 brothers between 4 dudes in a small little closet of an office. In your perspective, because we all have different ways of defining this, how do you define the bond between brothers and the relationship between brothers?
Yeah, man, I think it's second to none. Like, there's some awesome bonds, right? Like, in my line of work, we have partners that we are. I've been the same captain for about 3.5 years. Those are awesome bonds. My dad, my old man's the best dude in the world. But I think with brothers, it's more like a shoulder to shoulder, right? Like, I've been going through life with Spence. Mm-hmm. He's been going through life with me. Everything from every promotion to moving states to getting married to having kids, all that. I think brother to brother was different as it is that shoulder to shoulder next to each other.
That's a good
staring at it together, right? Let's go get something kind of thing.
You know, me and my brother, we're 120 years old between the two of us. We've had one 15-minute fight. Yeah. And so I love that, and the brotherhood is very, very cool. Yeah. Here's my one I'm going to have a couple stupid questions, but here's my one. And this is more just about the brother bond, because part of the brother bond is teasing, joking, jumping on him and having some fun. Your brother makes $1 million a year to wear sweats and play football. I'm assuming I have to drop at least a zero and maybe some change to get down to where you are. I don't know what firefighters make. And you save lives, dude. I mean, I know there's massive respect on both sides, but you've got to give them a little crap. You've got to flip those paychecks around. Come on, don't you think?
Oh, we chat about it.
You can always make him pay for dinner now, right?
Yeah, we Spencer take care of it. I said we are blessed. Boise Fire is a phenomenal fire department. We get paid well.
Okay.
We get treated really, really good. Great set of benefits. You're right. Missing a couple zeros compared to that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But we go out Spencer's like, this was on me, man. I'll fight him for it. Sometimes I'll fight him with a card. We pull a debit card. It'll be a library card.
We talked with Spencer, your brother, last week, and we have unheard audio. And we asked him because we knew we were going to try to book this. And we wanted, Spencer, we got a question we want to ask you about your brother. We want to play it during the show when he's on here. So I think JP's going to roll the clip. Here's Boise State head football coach Spencer Danielson last week talking about his brother, Ethan.
People are like, we're the same. He's just bigger, better looking. He's got a better mustache, and he can do way more around the house. If something's wrong, I'm like, Rachel, call Ethan. Like, I can't do that. He knows where stuff is at, so he's a 10 out of 10 better than me, man. I promise you that. So not only what he does in the fire department, he does a lot of different things in the community to help guys. He's met with a ton of our players that want to get in firefighting and help them get jobs and helps them. Because he's a product of that. He was hired young in San Diego and then came out here because he fell in love with this place. Met his wife at church. He's from St. Mary's. Vieira's phenomenal. They got married last summer. And so it's really cool to see him continue to grow. He's been helping run our training division for the fire department, killing it. And so, I meet a ton of people that say, you're Ethan's brother. I'm like, absolutely. Absolutely I am. And once again, they say the only difference is you don't got a good mustache and you're shorter and smaller. But I say, I'll take that too.
That's got to be pretty cool to hear, Ethan, your reaction there to your bro.
Yeah, that's my guy.
You are a bigger, better looking. It looks like if I was going to have a movie based on the life of Spencer Danielson, I'd cast Ethan Prater. He sounds just like him, and he is. He's in better shape, he's taller, and he's better looking.
He's all
perfect. I love this guy.
Yeah, he's definitely all the above. We're gonna take a break here in a minute. I got a couple more questions. We both got a couple more questions.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're gonna dive a little bit more into the firefighters, because I'm fascinated by that deal. But when you do have this bond with Spencer, and he does ask you to come down, and you've never impressed the entire team, but position groups or players, the wall, if you see the video behind us, there's a whole bunch of Boise State players on that wall, and you say, hey, that's my guy. So you're very close to this team. You even know the equipment manager. You pointed out Dale for crying out loud, which probably means you need some therapy, but we'll leave that at another point. Just, in terms of when your brother asks you to come down and speak to the team, what kind of perspective can you give outside of football that's kind of within a football family?
Yeah. Well, you guys know from hearing Spence, a passion of him, and then all I want to do is support, right? That's all I want to do is good brothers. We just want the best. Whatever agenda you're pushing that's good, if it's healthy, let's get behind it. And what Spence wants is to make great men. Right? Cool, let's win some games. Of course, let's do that. 100%, right? But Spence always talks about, hey, how I'm going to judge myself as a coach is someday how good of a husband were these guys? How good were they in the community? How good were they raising kids someday? And so for me, I try to land on that. Like I get in there and maybe, I was as average as the day is long playing football, but I might have some cool things I could say or maybe talk some lifting stuff. What I love talking to the players about is, NFL, cool, awesome. You'll get a shot at it. Love it. Do that. But if you aren't the NFL guy or you're a short-term NFL guy, what's the NFL term? Not for long. So it stands for right. Like how can I get in any position you need me to be in to try to get you something good after that, right? Align with whether it's, some of the names, like some of the guys that I just love that are done, like DJ Strand and Riley and David Mowat, all, those guys are freaking awesome cats. If I can chat with them for 15 minutes about any of those topics from finances to career, I'm in. That's really honestly what I love to do more than anything. Because I had some pretty cool people do that for me. And that's what the fire service was for me. It was like, man, a lot of athletes, when this sucker's done, when it's done for everybody, what do I do now? And so Spence will be like, hey, call this guy, chat with this guy. Or a lot of times guys will reach out to me that want to become firefighters. And it is absolutely one of my favorite things to do.
And you probably love having, Boise State or ex-football players. I said, what's the translation? And I'm going to save that for the firefighter portion. We're coming back to segment 2 on that. But I do want to ask you in regards to just Boise State, and you're obviously a huge Boise State fan.
Yep.
Where is Ethan Danielson when you're not working, like on a Boise State game day? And are you a mess wherever you are?
Oh, yeah.
How nervous do you get?
Yeah, well, I love any game I go to, try to go to home or away. I love it.
Okay, you travel to a lot of games.
Not as many as I should. A lot of it's work-wise. And honestly, one of the things I love to do, I love watching the game from the station.
Okay,
With the guys. It is one of my favorites.
Wow.
Because how you guys are doing it, right? Spence comes on and says something, they start laughing. Sounds like Ethan. It's the same both ways. So some of the away games, I think it's my favorite. We'll make super good food, and we have calls throughout, right? We'll pause the game, we'll run a call, come back, play it. We try to bring whoever's at the station watches the game. I think that's awesome. But any away game that I can make, I go to them. In the home games, we sit in the stands just with the rest of the players' families. Hang out. You get to the point where you get to know a lot of those people. You know, oh, that's Dimitri's mom, or that, whoever it is. Say hi to them and hug on them. And my folks try to come out. My wife's a Boise State alum, so yeah, we sit in the stands and just friggin' party, have a good time.
Does anybody ever grab you at the beer line or something and say, "Hey, you look like Spencer"?
Oh, I get double checked all the time.
Okay, yeah, have to.
And he's like, a lot of times if I get it too, he'll be like, "Hey, coach, on his head, go Broncos."
That's a good one. All right. Spencer Danielson coached you for 1 year. That was a perfect. That boggled my mind a little bit. So this is your chance for all the crap that he gave you when he was your coach. What kind of football player was he?
Spencer's Spencer could always say Spencer's the only thing I think Spencer could play the NFL. I do.
Really?
Honestly?
You honestly believe
I
that?
do. Yeah.
Okay, tell us why.
He was probably 215, played strong safety, savvy football guy. Kind of would have been like Jim Leonard.
Okay, I know Jim Leonard.
Yeah, like a savvy safety, knew the game, pick it up. And I think honestly, he just got grabbed by coaching. He was like, why would I take a shot? Like, that just looks better to me. Spencer was fast, big, strong, could play, great leader. Savvy football player, super savvy. Me, on the other hand, I was just an effort guy. This thing's broken, I got this gun joy on this knee, like a concussion, and just go out there and try to do the best you can. Playing-wise, yeah, he was phenomenal, really good. And he's kind of one of those, like Jim Leonard. I think Spencer was coaching when he was playing. Like playing with him, I played outside linebacker, really strong safety. And a lot of that, our defense, when we played together, Spencer was a little bit of a DC junior at that point, right, on the field.
When did you first, whether it was 7th grade and he just told the coach something weird out of the blue, when was the first time you saw coaching qualities in Spencer?
Yeah, probably high school.
Okay.
One thing about Spence is funny.
And you guys were high school teammates as well?
We were.
Okay.
Yeah. Growing up, I was a baseball guy. Growing up, Spencer was a basketball guy. So we went to Horizon High School in San Diego because it was a time of really prevalent basketball program. And then he put on some weight, transitioned, both kind of became football guys. But even in high school, you could tell as a quarterback in high school, like there was more of that coaching type of thing. Yeah, I was all those guys. And then once he got into it, even coaching at small shoes, I mean, the only thing that's hilarious is your coach, we'd have a weight game, and he'd do the bed checks. He'd tell me, hey, let's get to bed by 10. I'm like, you're my roommate when we leave here. So, I don't know if this works the same.
That's really funny. You were roommates, and then on the road, he was an assistant, so we would have to check on you and make sure you're going, Ethan, okay, lights out, bud. It's just so funny how you guys are brothers and you grew up, not sharing a room, but just doing everything together. And then you get to the professional life, or in this case, collegiate life, and you're still together doing your thing. It's a really cool story. We got a lot more questions for Ethan Danielson, senior firefighter, Boise Fire Department. What's it take to become a firefighter? Does Ethan want Boise State players to join the Boise Fire Department? Tons of stuff with the brother of Boise State head football coach Spencer Danielson, Ethan Danielson, when we come back on Prater The Ballgame.
From the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Studios, this is
cool, guys.
Hold on, man.
Thank you.
One more. Now we're gonna have some fun and just kind of, my first one will be in regards to, you deciding to move to Boise and be a firefighter here.
Cool. Yeah, let's tell. We're gonna probably half this segment, and then we're gonna hit you with a bunch of random weird stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. That picture I actually did about this just 2 years ago. They brought the whole team down to our facility.
Oh, they did? This was 2 years ago?
We lit a building off. We put a bunch of guys through, had the stick go up. It was fun.
What location are you?
So now I'm in that
2 hours into the forest. We have to plug into a tree and find Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeesh.